Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video from Aman Talks FPL. Today we're going to go through my Gameweek 32 team selection and what I'm looking to do with my transfer plans moving forward, my updated thoughts on my chip strategy. I do have one free hit left, so I'll quickly get into a discussion as well around Gameweek 33 versus Gameweek 36 or 37 free hit, so all that good stuff. So if you enjoy the video, really appreciate a thumbs up. Do please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get straight into it. So a quick recap of how Gameweek 31 went for myself. I did take a -4 of bringing in Reece James and Wout Weghorst for Lacazette and for Saiss. Now Saiss was dropped and Lacazette did blank. Unfortunately though, Reece James was only a sub appearance and Chelsea capitulated in that loss to Brentford, so he actually got a -1 and only ended up on 0 points. What also hasn't worked out is my swap of Heung-min Son to Harry Kane. As I've mentioned, I think I mentioned in a previous video, I just have not been able to get on the right side of things in terms of the Son and Kane throughout the entire season. So I made the switch. Son has absolutely smashed the past couple of weeks and Kane has gone okay, just not quite as good. So that has hurt me just a little bit. But look, Weghorst is also a issue, only 3 points there in the double game week. Salah captain was a blank, and a few others chipped in. The likes of Kulusevski, Rafinha, and Robertson, and Doherty really carried the week. So I got up to 45 points accounting for that -4 hit. Another red arrow to 7.9k, so it's still inside the top 10k, which is good, but let's see what I'm looking to do for Game Week 32. So this is how my team's currently set up as it stands for Game Week 32. I'm sure a lot of you out there have got big benching dilemmas. You know, what do you do with your Manchester City, your Liverpool players? At the moment, I'm currently playing all of my Liverpool players. I'm just trying to do the line of thinking that I just want to trust the players who are playing in the best teams. We've seen already the likes of Weghorst, you know, he's blanked in good fixtures, he's blanked in the double game week, albeit one of the games was Manchester City, but I can see that Burnley-Norwich game just being like a 0-0. So I kind of want to just go play with my Liverpool players instead. I know there's a good chance that City will probably score in that game, but the thing is, if Liverpool score, which I do expect them to, there's always a decent chance that the likes of Trent or Robertson could be, you know, assisting or getting the attacking return there. So I'm comfortable playing them. Probably my main decision is, you know, maybe to bench Robertson for Weghorst, but when I say it out loud, even though it's Man City away, I think I'm just going to run out with this and playing Reece James, obviously away to Southampton, and Doherty as well. He's just got insane upside, so I'm very comfortable playing him. Midfield, a decent amount of good matchups here. So Rafinha, Saka, Kulusevski, and Harvey Barnes all have pretty good fixtures on paper. Bit of a risk with Barnes, given that he played the full 90 minutes in the Europa Conference League. So I'm not quite sure if he's going to play the full 90. But look, we've got a good first sub in Weghorst as it stands. Captaincy is on Harry Kane. One of the main reasons I wanted to bring him in was for captaincy in Game Week 32. So he's definitely going to be the captain, I think, this week. Vice captain, you know, I might put it on like a Saka or Kulusevski or even a Rafinha, but I'm going to expect that Kane is going to play the full 90, so he will be my captain. So that major benching dilemma, I think I'm just going to run with my Liverpool players. I'm probably looking to roll the free transfer as well in 32. In terms of my updated thinking on chip strategy, so I'll quickly just go to this fixture schedule from Ben Crellin, the man himself. So as you can see, Game Week 33 is a decent double game week, but a lot of the smaller teams, if you want to call it that, have their doubles. So, you know, Burnley, Brighton have the double, Newcastle have a double, Southampton have a double. I'm actually okay set up for Game Week 33, and I do also have benching dilemmas there. And so the main issue for me is not having an easy route to Manchester United players in 33, but I think I'm comfortable maybe captaining elsewhere, or I could even still bring in someone like a Ronaldo if I wanted to in Game Week 33. The appeal of delaying my free hit that I've got remaining for Game Week 36 or for Game Week 37, it's really down to Manchester City. So Manchester City's fixture with Wolves has not yet been scheduled. It's dependent on a lot of other permutations. The main one being, I think, West Ham. If they progress against Lyon in the Europa League, there's a good chance that Manchester City's fixture, I think it gets moved to Game Week 37. Because there is a chance that Manchester City do get their fixture rearranged to Game Week 37, if there's a Manchester City double in 37 and not in 36, I'd be very tempted to free hit in that week, because then you can get on triple Manchester City. You know, there's some decent looking doubles there for Leicester, you know, with Watford and Chelsea, Brentford and Crystal Palace for Everton. Aston Villa have a pretty decent one as well of Crystal Palace and Burnley. So I do think that there are decent enough fixtures that you can capitalize on in 37. Otherwise, if there is a double in 36, I could just free hit in 36. Now, likely my team is probably going to be already well set up for 36 with free transfers alone. The benefit of playing the free hit though in 36 is that you can just kind of cherry pick the best players from the best teams. So for example, I know coming into that week, I might have one or two City players, but I might not have the right ones, pending kind of rotation and things like that. With a free hit, in that week, I don't have to plan for it. I can just say, okay, you know what? I think this week, Cancelo, Sterling, and KDB are the three best options based on their likelihood of minutes. Therefore, on a free hit, I can just go with them. Similar with Liverpool, same with Chelsea, same with Spurs and Arsenal as well. So that's the main benefit, I think, with free hitting in 36. Because my team, I think, will be okay for 33, I'm happy enough to wait. And also, there still could be some unexpected fixture announcements. You can see in 34 and 35, Ben has predicted an unlikely double game week, but there could be double game weeks, and still things could slightly vary as well. So that's my main reason for wanting to just hold off on the free hit for now. What I'll get into is my kind of future transfer plans just for the next couple of game weeks to kind of navigate this double game week period. So here's my team as it stands on FPL.team for game week 32. As I mentioned, I'm looking to roll the free transfer, and I've got the team set up as I have in the actual FPL page. And what I failed to mention is I've got 1.2 million in the bank. So if I roll ahead to game week 33, so with 2 free transfers, I can deal with Rafinha, but I'll quickly just set up the team as I would say, for example, if I wasn't going to take out Rafinha. I'd bring in Weghorst for Rafinha. I'd probably bring in Broja for, say, like Kulusevski, just because he does have the double. But even then, Broja could be prone to rotation as well. Now, what's kind of the issue, I guess, with my team as it stands? I don't have like an obvious captain. I could captain Saka, who's got a Southampton away fixture, but the fact that both fixtures are away does pull me off slightly. I could put it on Barnes, but again, it's a similar issue there. Maybe I could just stick it with someone like a Kane, who's at home to Brighton. Let's say hypothetically I put it on Harvey Barnes. United are probably the best team to target this week. So what I have thought about is firstly taking out Rafinha for someone like, say, a Maddison or a Martinelli. Maddison does have the better double. And so I think Maddison's probably who I'd prefer to go for someone like a Martinelli. And so there I'd probably bring in someone like, I'd probably take out someone like Robertson. Again, you can see that in 33, I do have some benching dilemmas as well. Now what I could also do is take out Kane for Ronaldo if I really wanted to target, and get a good captain for game week 33. And then I look at my team and I've taken a -4. Sorry, no, I haven't taken a -4. I had 2 free transfers, and I've got my team probably kind of covered against free hit drafts where, I've got quite a few doubles there in Ramsdale, Barnes, Saka, Maddison, Ronaldo, Weghorst, Broja. So there's quite a few double game week players there, but I'm not sacrificing totally on my single game week players. I've still got the likes of Salah, Trent, Doherty, Reece James. Taking out Kane, though, does feel a little bit iffy. I'm not quite sure about that. And the issue with actually doing that is I'm also putting Robertson on the bench, but I have got 1 mil in the bank there. One thing I also want to mention with game week 33 is this is when Manchester City go on their really, really nice run of games. So you can see there they've got Brighton, Watford, Leeds, Newcastle, West Ham, Villa. It's just a great run to the end of the season. So I'd be definitely looking to target Manchester City players from this point in time if I could. But moving ahead to game week 34, this is the week where I really want to try getting someone like a Cancelo, because they do have that Watford fixture. So what I could do then, and this is kind of the reason why I'm a little bit hesitant on doing the whole Kane to Ronaldo switch, because I'm going to want Kane back. You can see that Spurs play Brentford away, and Ronaldo has Arsenal away. So I'm definitely going to want Kane back. So that's already one transfer I'm kind of booking in at 34, which doesn't feel great. I'd bring out Roberts. I'd bring out Weghorst for Robertson. I'd bring in Kulusevski as well for Broja. But Cancelo's the one I want, right? And I want to get to that dream backline of those 4 defenders I've currently got plus Cancelo. So the way that I could do that is take out Kilman for Cancelo. Now I need to fund that with 1.7 mil spare. So the way that I would do that is take out Weghorst, and you can see I've got 4.7 there. I'd probably just kill that position and go to someone like a Gelhardt. I've already played my bench boost, so there's no need for me to have like a super strong bench. And then I'd bring in Cancelo, maybe for, say, like a Saka. Now you can see that's not ideal because I'm already taking a -8 then in game week 34. That's the issue with going with the whole Kane to Ronaldo switch. So that's one thing I'm not quite sure of. So I'll have to have a proper think then in game week 33 who I really want to captain. Am I okay with not captaining a Manchester United player? I think it'll be good to see in game week 32 how they go against Everton. If it looks like they do really well, then I might be more tempted into captaining Manchester United player in 33 and bringing them in. If not, then I might just stick it on someone like a Maddison or a Barnes or like a Saka in 33. But talking about game week 34 here, captaincy would probably be on Mo Salah there. And that would be my kind of initial route to, say, like a Cancelo player here. What's more difficult is trying to get to like one of those higher priced midfielders like a Foden. As you can see, I've only got 0.1 mil in the bank. I'm already quite tight on money. One way I have thought about doing that is potentially maybe dropping one of Saka or Kulusevski. Kulusevski, he's got Brentford, Leicester, and then a pretty tough double. If I'm looking to free hit in 36, I'm not as concerned about dropping him in that case because I can always bring him back on a free hit 36 if I wanted to. But Brentford and Leicester are good fixtures. Now Saka could also maybe be on the chopping block. It's United and then West Ham, and then I could bring him back in 36 on a free hit. But he does have Newcastle and Everton afterwards. I think it kind of does depend on Arsenal and how they're going with all the injuries. But let's say, for example, this is going to be taking a lot of hits for this week, which is an issue. If I wanted to get to someone like, say, a Foden, the way that I would do that is maybe take out Saka, and I'd have to do that by funding even more money. So maybe it would just mean absolutely destroying my strikers, going Broja down to a 4.3 striker, which I don't even know if that exists in the game. Maybe instead then what I would do is, I have thought about this instead in 33. So I've gone back to my Gameweek 32 team, just roll forward to 33. What I would do, instead of getting Maddison for Rafinha, I'd bring in Martinelli, just because he is cheaper at 5.3 mil. And then, let's say, for example, in this situation, I don't do the Kane to Ronaldo switch. I would have 2.4 mil in the bank then. Then in the week after, I would have 2 free transfers, which I think could be nice. I would take out Kilman for Cancelo as planned. I could then maybe just take out Saka for Foden, if I can spell correctly. I'm still getting some Arsenal coverage with Martinelli there, so I'm not completely losing that. And then I can fund that by doing the Weghorst downgrade to a 5.2 million striker. Before price changes happen, Mateta would have been a really great option to consider because Palace do have a nice run of fixtures from game week 34 onwards. You can see Leeds, Southampton, Watford, but he's gone up in price, so I'm 0.1 mil short of that, which is a bit frustrating. That would have been a really nice plan to do. Instead of going with Mateta, then I probably would just go to that Gelhardt position and then just drop down. And then my team would be looking like this in game week 34, and that's just for a -4. So I'd probably be benching Martinelli then in that situation, put Martinelli first sub, and I'd probably play Dubravka over Ramsdale. And I'd probably captain Salah. But see, already I'm thinking that's probably a much better plan. Instead of doing the whole Kane to Ronaldo switch, rolling the free transfer 32, just doing the one, maybe to Martinelli in 33, it gives me an easier route to someone like a Foden and a Cancelo in 34, and then I'm setting up very nicely, getting on heavy on City, still maintaining triple Liverpool, still maintaining triple Spurs as well, and kind of slowly going off Arsenal though, just in case those injuries do hamper the run in for the end of the season. So that's my kind of transfer plan at the moment up until around Game Week 34. Probably going to end the video there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my thoughts on my team, and good luck for 32, and I'll see you all in the next video.